Hello and welcome to another update video about ADA. Well, ADA is suffering certainly. I think some of it is certainly due to the negative news and the sentiment that emerged after ADA was declared security by the SEC. I think without that, maybe it wouldn't have come down that much. But yeah, it has been the right decision to remain focused here on the downside, to be short-term bearish. We've been short-term bearish for many weeks now. Told you that, yeah, a break to the upside would be possible. But then I would need to see a break above 38.5 cents. And even then, it could just be a larger bounce, a larger corrective bounce. And it's just another low was sort of missing from the analysis, from the chart. Sometimes you don't get it, but we can only look at the ideal structures. In this case here, the more ideal structure seems to be playing out. However, it's now getting to a point where I would like it to turn around as long as it stays above 27.6 cents. Because below that level, which is sort of the lowest reliable bullish support level we have on this chart, below that level, I'm getting much more concerned about new bear market lows, which would certainly come into play below 23.5 cents, below the December low. At the moment, I view the move up here as a wave 1 into February. February's high, then an ABC structure down. This actually is, let me take that support area out, don't need that. This actually needs to be changed to an A wave, right? As we said before. So we have an A wave, an overshooting B wave here on the chart. And we're now probably in this C wave to the downside. A, overshooting B wave, C wave down. And this, or, well, it might actually rather be, but I will play around with it. It's not so important. Because this is, yeah, okay, I've got it as a WXY, haven't I? So this is probably a wave W, as it seems at the moment. But this can still change, but it doesn't matter so much for the relevant levels. We're anyway now in the support area. So WXY, and in the Y wave, we have another WXY structure, sort of similar to Bitcoin's count. If I zoom into this Y wave now, just change that C to Y. It's just because it's much more choppy than a C wave would normally be. Other interpretations are possible, of course, here. Be aware that's always possible in corrections. It's much more important to focus on the interpretive aspect, whereas in an impulse, things are fairly clear. So we have a WXY structure. In the Y wave, we have an A, B, C, and we could now be in the C wave to the downside, which ideally finishes shortly. We could be in the 5th wave of the C wave. Now, in an alternative approach, we have here a 1-2-1-2 setup, which would send us down even lower. So, but anyway, as I often say in corrections, it's not so important to try to figure out the most pristine count into the lowest detail, because it will change anyway. What is much more important is to be aware of the levels to which price can retrace to in the overall scenario and still be with a high likelihood in the current scenario, and that is the 27.6 cent level. Below that level, new bear market lows will get much more into the focus. Now, we've got support along the way now. 30.6 cents is the golden ratio, and the 27.6 cent level, the 78.6 FIB level. Ideally, we see a reaction either here to the golden ratio or to the 78.6 FIB level. If it's not an impulsive move up, but just a corrective move up, it may indicate that this correction will continue further to the downside. So as I said to you before, I really need to see an impulse to the upside above 38.5 cents to indicate that this overall correction is over. Until I don't see that, we have to be focused further on the downside, because the trend is down and momentum is actually increasing. Let me just, oh, didn't want to, second, hit the wrong button. Indicator-wise, yeah, I mean, it is oversold on the 4-hour chart. We see a slight bullish divergence, but on the daily, we're now oversold as well. So I think at some point, maybe even if it's next week, when we've got inflation data coming, interest rate, maybe we see a strong bounce next week, but that's speculative until we see some kind of a signal. Things are not so good in the market. Yeah, and even for Bitcoin, I expect another low. So I don't know what that means for ADA. Could it go to new bear market lows? It certainly could. Just be aware of that. So if support isn't holding, then the 27.6 cent level is going to be the warning. Okay, that's my update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.